TaylorMade released its new line of drivers and fairway metals in the Qi35. So to talk about that, we've got Andrew Oldknow, the director of product for, you've got woods and putters.
I do, yeah, 2 categories.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about the driver and fairway metals today, though, because there's some new features with these drivers and the fairway metals that I think are pretty exciting for you and going to be pretty exciting for the consumer as well.
Absolutely.
But first, before we get into that, let's run through the 3 models that we have for the driver specifically. What are they, and what player profile maybe fits in each one?
Yeah, so Qi35 Max, our max inertia product, 10K. The maximum inertia just means the resistance to twisting, or it's going to be the straightest product that we make. That's for any golfer who is new to the game of golf, or any golfer who swings as hard as they possibly can and can't find the center of the face.
Yeah,
I would say go start there, because you're going to have the best experience trying to get the ball downrange as far as possible, as well as trying to find fairways, right?
Yeah.
So that's a great product for that. We have our core line, which we call the Qi35, which is our standard product. It's a high inertia driver too, so it's a 9K driver. Again, so super high inertia, but a lower balance point, right? So each driver, as we go down the line, will have a lower balance point, which equates to having more area of the face that you can unlock to get higher launch, low spin drives, right? And so that's been, in the past, always been like 2 opposing forces that we've never been able to really put in one product. You either get like a really straight driver that doesn't go as far, or you get like a really far driver that doesn't go as straight.
Sure.
And so this is the first time that we can, with the carbon wood technology, that we can create a driver that has high inertia, as well as putting weight in all different locations because of all the extra discretionary weight that we get. So we've got now a product that has sort of best of both worlds in it. And then we have our LS product, which is our low spin driver, which a lot of tour players use, you know. And so whether you're somebody who hits the ball really hard, like high swing speed equates to high ball speed equates to lift,
yeah,
right? And so you don't want that thing to spin and balloon in the air and then lose distance that way. Or somebody has a descending blow angle where they just create a lot of backspin, can work better for them too. So it's not necessarily one type of player, but really looking at your swing characteristics and the way you need the potential of different ball characteristics, we can do that with the different drivers.
I know one of the new things and one of the more exciting things I think for every golfer is the reflective markers that are built into the face. It seems like that's going to make the fitting process easier, which in turn makes it so that we, the average golfer, get the right club in our hands, right?
Correct, and we want to be the best fit retail partner for all our retailers out there.
Okay.
And so all our Select Fit parts across the globe will be launch monitor enabled products, and so they're working with optical systems as well as radar systems. And so we're just trying to, we understand that, you know, we want every single golfer out there to get fit. We don't want you just pulling it off the shelf and buying it, because we can unlock so much distance and accuracy for everybody when you go through a fitting process, as well as just, you know, making sure that we get the most data. And so the more data that we can get out of the product, and so with those fit markers, you're seeing pre-impact data. A fitter, a master fitter, or, you know, somebody who works for any of these retailers across the globe, they can take that data and then better fit you and better fit you faster, right? So the more efficient the fit, the more time that fitter can then spend with that golfer to make sure they get them in the right product. And so we're really, really happy with the way everything turned out. We're super excited with the idea that we can get a fit. We can get every golfer out there fit and fit efficiently, so that you can just unlock more potential.
One of the aspects I know we wanted to talk about were the reflectors, the sensors on the face, right?
Absolutely.
How does that help you as a fitter? Because those are now, you're not placing those by hand, right?
Right. Yeah, one of the great things we incorporated into Qi35 is the reflective markers. Because of our carbon face, we're able to put those in underneath the carbon fibers. So there's 2 things that does. One, the fitter doesn't have to physically put reflective stickers onto the face.
Yep.
The other thing is the accuracy that we gain because of those. The GC Quad knows exactly where those reflective markers are buried into the face. So the accuracy of the data out is much higher than if you were doing them by hand.
Because it knows where the face is.
Exactly.
Right?
And it knows where the center of the face is.
Yeah.
And it's the baseline for all their measurements is the accuracy of those stickers. So
You can have some of the best tour players in the world come out and test it and validate that.
Yeah, it's incredible. The work we've done even over the last couple of months with our tour players. We've had them out here. I think Tommy Fleetwood was one of our first fitters. It was right around the U.S. Open time, so the middle of summer. We started testing with them, and we use that sort of final test data to drive our final production parts, because we really go into production, in the fall. And so it was really helpful for having our best players hit the product for durability, for performance reasons, even for fitting and learning how we can move these weights around and better fit golfers. It really is helpful to have them drive the inspiration of what we launch to the market. We actually use the LS driver as the inspiration for the tour, and so this product is basically identical to the product they're trying, right? So there's nothing different about this thing at all. It's the one tool that we make for each loft, and we make this product the way we do, we bond it the way we do, and if it works for them, it's going to work for you for a high swing speed player. When it comes to these, we use more of the inspiration of the core consumer.
Okay.
And so we don't necessarily design these for the athlete, but like Rory's in a core shaped, Scheffler's in a core shaped, Tommy Fleetwood, Tiger Woods, Colin Morikawa, Nelly's in the max, so we do use some athletes to drive where we go in terms of shaping details, making sure these toes are just perfect the way they flare. I mean,
Sure.
we obsess every detail of this product as well as every engineering aspect and every gram. But when it comes to shaping and the product, we really use the tour players to drive the look of the product really in the address position to make sure it looks perfect for their eye so that they have all the confidence in the world to do exactly what they do. Yeah, absolutely. So, when you look at fairway woods for TaylorMade, we usually win almost every PGA event with a fairway wood count. We won 7 out of the 8 signature events. We won every major, and we won the Olympics too, right? So we have a lot of people. Yeah, they're doing all right. So, we wanted to make sure that we didn't lose any of that performance. And the reason why non-contracted athletes gravitate to our product is because they perform so well.
Right.
But we wanted to put loft sleeves, FCT systems into our product, right? So you can adjust the head and get fit better. We wanted to bring the tour level experience to the consumer. We were one of the last ones to do it, just because we didn't want to lose any performance in the head. So as you start stacking up things in the hosel, you start to lose performance in the face. And so it took our engineers a couple of years to really look at how do we change our speed pockets on the bottom, how do we change the materials in our face, how do we move the swing weighting systems. You'll see all the swing weights are right in line with the impact of the ball. And so, it just takes time to figure out how do we not lose any of the performance that we've already got into the product when we add another feature. And so we just took our time to make sure we did it right.